So we're going to do this out of the gun. So I drew it up under center, but it's gun. So we just took our fullback and we moved out of the pistol, which puts him in a really good blocking situation here. So we're going to double here. And then, of course, we're zoning the option there. We're arcing, and he's going trash to free safety. So right there, it looks like we had a switch call. Okay, this is kind of a tough look. Okay, so this guy walked up. So now that became this was our pitch key, right? We've got a switch call. Those two have got those two. The fullback had him originally. But when he walks up at the line, we're gonna pitch off the first thing outside of our time block. He became our pitch key. So now the fullback who was blocking him, his job changed, and they sorted all that out and did a really good job. If we'd have pitched the ball, we had him leveraged. We could have. What happened is because of the blitz, that opened up a big cavity. The quarterback's in the gun. He's really downhill. That's the good thing. It seems like when we run this in the gun to the tight end side, we end up running more because it's wider and he's downhill. He sees it. Now, if we run it to the open side and it's the speed option arc, we still get it pitched almost. The tight end side, he sees this and we take this. So it becomes a C-gap play for us. But right there was a good job, and we got a good gain out of it. But if he'd took it out and pitched it, it would have been okay too. Right there, we're doubling here. So now he's going to climb. He's probably going to run into that. We're going to end up a double there. They split us. Horrible here. This was our first year here. We were still teaching people to go from the air raid to the option, which one of the reasons we were in a little more gun. It was an easier transition. Same thing there. So we're going to double him. Again, we got the switch call, so he's blocking him. He's got him. Now, fullback, I think, may be wrong on this one. This should be our pitch key. Fullback should be to right there. Let's see. Nope. So we're wasting this guy, right? We're pitching off him. We never want to block the guy we're pitching off of. So we wasted a blocker here. But we did a great job here and on the perimeter, so it was still a good game. And one thing I will say about running the stuff in the gun is it is more forgiving. You can get away with some stuff that under center might hurt you. So that is one of the advantages for sure. Okay, same thing. We're doubling him. We're switch blocking, so we're here. Now, same thing. This guy ran out, so, we're getting a little bit of diff, and he wasn't in a place where we would call him our pitch key, so we were right on here. The only difference is this guy, this is the pitch key. He should have ignored him at this point and worked up. Quarterback's going to run anyway. I think he just ran into him, so went and blocked him. I mean, not going to run, but the ball's going to be pitched, so probably wasn't a bad deal. So I'm sorry. We were right. We were absolutely right. That's the backer. I got confused who this was. We're getting a little 3-2 exchange. He's here. So at the time, that's how we were coaching the 3-2 exchange, was the arc blocker to go ahead and take it. So we were right on there at what we were doing at the time for sure. Okay, this is clean here, pretty tight. So we're going to get that double. Right here, you're thinking we're going to get the ball pitched, right? And we've got these guys removed because we're more in a twins formation. So they've got those two, whether we're arcing it or just stalking it, and then he's trash on up. So I remember this. It was in Cowboy Stadium. Early in the game, we ran regular option. We pulled it off the 4, and the quarterback gave the 9 one of these and went for 50. So he tried to do it again. And, man, right here, you're just saying, pitch the ball, right? Pitch the ball. Pitch the ball. I was not happy with him. But that's why. He did it earlier and it scored a touchdown. But right there, pre-snap, you got to think. This isn't a 3-2 exchange, where he goes out and he takes, which is the only thing that would dictate a cut up really at that point. So definitely should have pitched the ball right there. And we come back later and pitch it. We have a good play. So how do we coach the quarterback in the gun opposed to jumping back? We just catch it and we go right now downhill. We attack the pitch key, the inside shoulder of the pitch key right now. He's doing a good job of everything, but he needed to pitch the ball. Same formation. We're in a little overset, unbalanced when it twins. Now he's a little looser. You think, man, maybe I could run now, as a quarterback. But I think that had already happened. So now he does a good job making him commit. Fullback's got the trash. We're just stocking out here 2 for 2 because they were playing man. You know what I mean? And good play. Should have happened the time before, but we got it corrected. Okay. We're in the gun now, and we're going to run it away from the overset. So we're just running our base. This is our very base arc one that we showed you earlier. I think it was in the wishbone. We showed it earlier. So those two are going to zone this guy. We're pitching him. He's got an arc tag, right? He's arcing, and the fullback, so he moved to this side. The format. I think we checked to this maybe, and then he's got trash to the near deep defender. So this isn't our tan arc. This is just our regular zone arc call right there. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is when we're running it, this zone option, we run some play action off of it, but what we started doing this year is running an RPO off of it. And we haven't coached this good, but I think there's a lot of merit. And we ran it 4 times. We completed it twice to the wideout. Once we actually had to run the option the quarterback ran, and or twice the quarterback ran, I believe. And the other 2 times, so the 2 times we threw it, we completed it. It didn't look pretty in the games as it did in practice, so we got some work on it. But basically what we're doing is we're just running zone option here. So we're going to step and get our double. Fullback is going trash to free safety like normal. He's still the pitch man because we could still pitch it, and he's going to outside release. We like this versus 2 highs where we might get like a corner trigger. So that's what we're doing. So our quarterback's going to step back just like he normally does. He's going to read this corner. Now, in this game, we had a pretty good idea. Look at their alignment that they were triggering corners. So if this corner triggers, then we're going to throw the whole shot in the cover 2 right there. Okay? If he doesn't, if he holds there, if he holds it all, then we're doubling this guy and we're going to pitch off of this guy. So do on this, particularly our quarterback, you know what I mean? He's not really making it. And our fullback, we coached the lineman to be slow getting downfield. Look, he was almost in the quarterback's way because I think we had a pretty good idea in this RPO. We were going to throw the wide out. So he needs to be attacking, you know what I mean? Trash up here, So like I said, we've got some work to do on coaching it, but I think the theory of it's good. Corner triggered, and now we're able to throw the whole shot. And it kind of came to fruition because we used to do that, but sometimes we would call that play. We would call the RPO right here, and this darn guy wouldn't trigger, and we were stuck, and we wasted a play. So we said, well, let's just RPO it instead of calling it, and that way, if he doesn't trigger, let's just keep running our option. That's what we're thinking there. Here's the end zone look at it. Obviously, we overcoached I think that in the first, we won't even tell them anything. We said, don't go downfield, you zone, but be slow. They almost look like they're pass blocking. You know what I mean? I think we'll just coach them that it's a tag. I don't even think we'll tell them it's a pass. So, because here we should be working off here, we should be more physical here. And then our fullback and quarterback got to do a better job. You know what I mean? That's in no way, if we were running the ball here, how we want to go attack that mic, right? But I think it's a good concept. I think we need to develop it more. But a way to run an RPO from under center zone option. And you could do the same thing out of gun. Probably be a lot easier on the quarterback out of the gun. So same thing here. Again, you can see when we run it, we get this 2 shell. We like it. So here we get the trigger. Now our lineman did a much better job. You know what I mean? They're here. I think in this game we had it tagged it where we could hinge the backside on this because they were doing something that was giving us problems with this guy running off. Maybe I think he was really talented. We were worried about that, so we just made a little call. But you can see we got it. It doesn't look real clean. I don't think it looks good, but like I said, it was effective. I think the concept's sound. We just got to tweak it a little bit. And it might be something that's better for us out of the gun, realistically. If we continue to run this zone option out of the gun, I think it would be a little easier for our quarterback. But, it takes advantage of the defense trigger in that corner. And, if they don't trigger, we've got an option play. Fullback did a better job there.
Coaches, Rick Stewart with allaccesscoaching.com. I really hope this video helps make you a better coach. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below so we can let you know when new content becomes available, because we're all about coaches helping coaches. And remember, coach, better today, never as good as tomorrow.